Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
How's it going, everybody? Wildman Wes here.
I'm Rebecca.
And welcome to day 30 of SHOCKTOBERFEST 2024. 2 more days left. And today we've got something different to a degree. We're going to be talking about 2019's The Curse of La Llorona?
La Llorona.
La Llorona, okay. Sorry.
Spanish for the weeping woman.
But I'm very rusty, so go easy on me. So this movie, it starts off in 1673 in Mexico, where a woman is with her husband and 2 children. They're dancing, they're playing, they're having a lot of fun, until one of the boys realizes that his father and his brother go missing, and he finds his mom drowning his brother in the ravine, and eventually she grabs him and drowns him as well. Then we fast forward 300 years later in California. There's a young widow with her 2 children that she's pretty much works as a truancy officer or like
Child protective.
Child protective, yeah. And she notices one of her clients not sending her kids to school anymore, and when she goes to check in on them, the boys are locked up, and she frees them, and eventually these boys are killed by a mysterious being, La Llorona.
La Llorona.
There was a curse. Apparently this entity kills young children because they did not do as they were told by their parents, authority, what have you. The woman goes mad in jail, and then the main character, the young widow, her kids are in the car with her while she's investigating a crime scene. The oldest boy does not do what he's told, and La Llorona comes after them. Now it fast forwards into this situation where now the young widow is having to protect her children. She finds out that her former client sent a curse of La Llorona against her, so now this young widow has to find a former priest to perform some sort of quasi-exorcism to keep La Llorona out of the house or to break the curse. And that's about it. I mean, literally, this movie, it had a lot of The Exorcist in it. I mean, there was a lot going on. I'll admit that. So we're going to talk about what we like and what we don't like first. Let's talk about what we like first. I mean, we've been doing a lot of what we don't like first, so let's switch it up a little bit. Becca, why don't you go ahead?
Well, my favorite part was the former priest just kept going, ta-da!
Yes.
That's my new word, phrase.
Yes, Raymond Cruz is funny in this movie. I mean, for all of you that have probably watched this channel for a bit, you probably have realized we are fans of Team 4-Star doing the Dragonball Z Abridged. Yeah, Raphael in this movie is pretty much the Nappa, just with a consistent ta-da! And it just, I mean, yeah, it was pretty funny. I mean, the tongue-in-cheek humor, not bad. And I mean, with the cast, I mean, we do have Linda I can't pronounce her name. Cardinelli. There we go. Yeah. How about this? You know, it's just Velma from the live-action Scooby-Doo. There you go. Yeah. Thank you. No, but then of course we have Raymond Cruz, who plays the former priest Raphael. And we've got quite a few other people in this movie as well. I go down the list, but there's just so many. And, I mean, they do what they can for this movie. They really do. Okay, now it's time to talk about what we don't like. You first.
I had a lot of really high hopes for this movie. I'm sorry, this is another one that I picked. We should have known. I lost my redemption. It was just so predictable. The entire movie, it was the same story told in a different way.
Yeah, I mean...
And that really frustrated me, because I really thought it was going to be something new and unique. And...
Well, I mean, I can agree with you on that. I mean, unfortunately, I mean, hey, for this movie being out in 2019, the horror genre has had a lot of nods and a lot of ideas taken or just completely ripped off or alluded to. I mean, the one interesting thing that I saw through the movie, when the widow talks to the former priest and he mentions that another priest went to a different area to take care of another haunting, there's a brief moment where you see a doll that resembles Annabelle with the whole Conjuring series and all that. I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, is this another movie? Had nothing to do with it. It was just kind of like
here's Annabelle.
Yeah, it was, oh gosh, it was like a name drop. That's all it felt like. It just felt like name dropper. And I was just like, oof, that was tough.
We even looked it up afterwards just to see, is this part of The Conjuring? Like, is this a spin-off? And it did not come up as that. It just said there was a reference to it.
Yeah, and I was just kind of like...
Well, that's... okay.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. We're just going to leave it at that. I mean, I agree with you on the, just... It felt a lot predictable.
I'm glad that we watched it. Like, it wasn't terrible for what it was. I had different expectations.
I found myself yelling at the TV a lot. When the kids are doing things that they shouldn't be doing, I'm like, get away from that! Like,
get back in the car!
Yeah, you little jerk! It's like, no, this will be one of those PSA movies that you show to kids. Not like, not was it do as I say, not what I do, or something like that. But it's more or less, it's just if you're
don't do what you're told.
Especially
happen.
Especially if it's protecting your butt. That's about it. So yeah. This was kind of one of those mulligans. We've had quite a few mulligans this year, folks. I am so sorry on that one.
Ta-da.
Yeah, it's time to grade this. Oh boy. I will give... I've been mean lately. I've been mean. I'm going to give this one a C-. I've ripped some of them a new one, and I mean, I know they tried. They really tried. But I didn't really get into it as much as I hoped.
I was gonna say a C. Like, I had really high hopes. And they did what they could with it.
That's fair. Well, everybody, we hope you enjoyed this, brief review on the Curse of La Llorona. For better or worse, I mean, if you agree with us on some things, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't agree, you can leave a thumbs down. Totally understand. If there are specific things that you liked or didn't like that, you felt that we need to know about, leave a comment in that section below. We like hearing what people have to say about their experience with movies. Other than that, make sure you share on social media, but most importantly, just push that little red button. Also, ring that bell for instant notifications. Until then, I'm Wildman Wes.
I'm Rebecca.
And we will see you tomorrow for Day 31, the final episode of SHOCKTOBERFEST 2024. Take care, and as always, stay scared, kiddies.